Hey you guys, if it's too bright, you're gonna have to let me know. My lighting never ever. Hold on, let me turn this air conditioner off real quick. Okay. Okay, so hey everybody. Hey. Let me make sure my volume is off. I'm gonna give people time to hop in the chat. And in the meantime, what is everybody doing? How's it going? What did I miss? At least I'm not alone. We'll be starting soon. I've said this before and I'll say it again. 99% of my followers don't know like the craziness that goes on in the YouTube community, the other YouTubers, the drama that we have within the community. Happy birthday! Which is why I don't talk about it a lot of times. Like if I have issues with another YouTuber and they do a stream about me to talk about me, I try not to mention it because most of my people don't even know, right? But here lately, there's been a lot of like people coming to me because I most of the time, like, because if it's related to drama, I don't want to talk about it because I don't focus on drama in regards to myself or other people that I really know. I try to talk about the reality TV gossip drama, that type of stuff, right? So I don't like to talk about, drama that I have with ex mods, drama that I have with old friends, with other YouTubers that were once old friends. I try not to talk about it because I just don't like to. It leads to more drama, I feel like, because I'll say something to this person feels like, oh, I got to defend myself to that, or oh, I don't like the way that she said that, so I got to go and defend myself. I'm getting a lot of questions now because there is channels that talk about me, and I don't watch them. But very few of my followers do watch. Very few. Tomorrow is my son's birthday, so happy birthday to Requiem for a Dream. Is that how you pronounce it? Tomorrow is my Bobby's birthday. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. But thank you, Lindsay. I appreciate that. I do feel that way. I feel like there are channels that they don't even like me, but like they'll put my name in the title because it gets them views, and it's upsetting to me. Like it hurts my feelings because some of the, like, I'm always, when I do address the problems, I still fear saying too much because I don't want it to bring more drama. But something that I'm realizing is I feel like it just doesn't stop. Like if I don't talk about it, if I don't talk about it, it don't stop. People still do their streams any which way they want. Like if these other people get a mind to do a stream right now and put my name in that title, they're going to do it. But they're not labeled problematic. They're not labeled nobody's telling them you guys are keeping the drama going. It's only when I address it, then it's like, well, you're keeping the drama going, Leslie. You say you don't want drama, but you're keeping the drama going. And it's like, so they're not. The people that do 10 streams a week with my name in the title, they're not keeping the drama going, but I am after when my channel's filled with like actual content. The one time I'm keeping the drama going is if I decide to like speak up. The thing with Leslie is that she's not really into the drama. It's people who have been associated with her, so she gets pulled into it because she has to address it. That's the way that I feel. It's like I don't want to be in the drama. So I feel like today, like I was on a live and then another person went live while I was live, and the live was about me. A video was put out. Keon put a video out, and it was an interview. But when that video It was not an interview. Sorry. When that video went out, YouTubers picked this video up and was like, Leslie done an interview. It was not an interview. It was just me answering questions for Keon like I would do anybody. If you guys have questions about anything, and y'all come to me and ask me about them, I answer them. That's just how it is. I answer them, you know, and that's what he done. The night that happened, Unirock was live, and I went into Unirock's live. I think it was like the first time I'd ever been in Unirock's live, and people were asking me questions, and I was like, just message me, I'll answer any questions. I have nothing to hide. So when you have nothing to hide, you don't mind answering questions because you have nothing to hide, you know. So I was like, I have nothing to hide. Message me, call me, whatever. I'll answer your questions. So I've always been that way. So me and Keon started talking through Instagram, and he was asking me a lot of questions, and I answered them. I ended up telling Keon my theory on how these screenshots come about. When I say screenshots, I'm talking about the screenshots related to my nephew that I try not to talk about because my sister doesn't want it brought up. I actually forgot that it was discussed 2 months and like 3 weeks later. Keon reached out to me and was like, hey, Leslie, I would like to use your audios from our messages, because when we were messaging back and forth, I was audioing him. It's a lot easier for me, especially with these claws, right? So, and even if I don't have fake nails, it's just easier for me to audio. So all of my messages were audios, right? Like 90% of them, I believe. So 2 months and 3 weeks later, he messaged me asking if he could use my audios for a video. And I literally that day was balls to the wall like I am almost every day. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fine. I don't care. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm sure we talked about the email. I'm sure we talked about my channel going down. I'm sure we probably talked about my arrest. I actually completely forgot that I told Keon how I thought the screenshots come about. Is it my opinion that the screenshots come about in a certain way? Yes, it is. That's my opinion. Everybody has their opinion on where those screenshots come from. You either have the opinion that Katie done the screenshots, and that's your opinion, you're allowed to have it, or you have the opinion that she didn't do the screenshots and someone else made them up, right? That's your opinion. You're entitled to have it. I'm entitled to have my opinion. And I have my opinion based off a lot of things, right? So, that's just what it was. I actually forgot that I told Keon my opinion from how these screenshots come about. I forgot about that until like a couple of days later. Me and TT were talking, and she had seen the video. Like Keon had made the video, and I think he sent her the link because it was private. And she was like, so you know it talks about the Abe screenshots, right? And I'm like, holy crap, no. Does it? She's like, yes, it does. And I think she sent me the link and I watched it, and it was a good video. Like, he done it really good. Like, I have to give Keon credit for it. He took a conversation that happened between me and him, and he made it into what seemed like an interview. It really did, you know. It was really good. He's talented in the way that he does his videos. But it wasn't an interview. It was just me answering his questions. I had no idea that it would ever be on a video. I had no idea that it would ever be public. And when he asked me if he could make it into a video, I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine, because I actually forgot that the screenshots were brought up in it. So I went to Keon and was like, hey, I'm so sorry. I know I told you that you could use my audios and make a video, but can you please not release that to the public, because I forgot that the screenshots were mentioned. My sister doesn't want the screenshots mentioned, so out of respect for my sister, I don't want that being brought up. Can you please not make it public? And he was very nice about it. He was like, I completely understand, Leslie. He was like, the people have the link to the video. It's private. People have the link. And I was like, I understand. I get it. You know, I wish I would have realized this later, because I would have told you beforehand not to use it. So, tea and good shampoo. Thank you, Fairy Dusted. Thank you so much. They have nothing interesting to talk about otherwise. Yeah. Hey, Leslie, I'm glad I finally caught a live. You're awesome, and I love your videos. Thanks for keeping me up to date on my... Oh, thank you, Maddie. And Brianna DeJesus is pregnant again. Well, that's going to be a big story for tomorrow. If she is, I'm going to have to check into that. So Keon was very nice. He was like, I get it, but the video is out there because people have the link to it. And I was like, I understand that. Now, at some point later on, the thing is people talk about that. They talk about, my sister has said, I wish people wouldn't talk about it, but people continue to talk about it. It is a public thing. I did not later on give Keon permission to make it public. At some point, he decided to make it public, I think, and he clarified that it wasn't me nor my sister that told him to do it. And that's what it is, Keon talked to people at some point where, they talked about the fact that it was all public stuff. But I just want to put out that I'm not lying on Keon. I never told anyone that I just straight up told. From what my understanding is now is that it's been put out that I told Keon from day one that he couldn't use my audios, and he did. I think that's what's being said, and that's just not the truth. Like, when he first asked me if he could use my audios, I was like, oh yeah, sure, that's fine. It was later on that I realized that those screenshots were brought up, so I went to him privately and said, hey, out of respect for my sister, will you not use it? And at that point, I think there was already a video that people had the link to. So at that point, there was no, so, thank you, Luna. Tiffany says, Keon asked me if it was okay with LB to release a video. I told him that I couldn't give him permission for someone else, and that LB said he could ask Flossie, but she can't really get involved in it. And that actually, I do remember telling Tiffany, Keon's going to have to talk to Flossie if he really wants to get permission. As far as her blessing went, he would need to talk to Flossie. Let me see. I was looking to see if there was anything about her pregnant. Because if she is pregnant, I wonder who she would be pregnant by. Surely not Lewis. So, what I want to say is, that I have friends and people that I talk to on all sides of everything. Friends of mine is in Joe's channel, in Joe's chat, which a lot of people have come to me confused about that, how do you feel about them being there? And one thing that has been said about me is that, oh, Leslie tells people who they can watch. Leslie tells people who they can talk about. Leslie tells people who to be friends with. I don't, and I'm not going to. Because I was hurt so greatly by Joe. I mean, I was hurt by Joe more than anybody. And that's just to be honest. My old mods, I was hurt by them. I think they were hurt by me at the time. Like, I didn't think about like the old mod situation when I went on Katie's channel. I'm sure that hurt my ex-mod's feelings. It was like days after me and Katie made amends, and they were very upset about the fact that me and Katie made amends. So I'm sure to them it looked like I betrayed them, because not only did I make amends with Katie, now all of a sudden I'm appearing on her channel. So they were hurt by that, and I didn't think about that for the longest. Like, it didn't click for a while. And I think that's one of the things that really upset my ex-mods. But even my ex-mods, I was close with them, but I was closer with Joe for longer. Like, I spoke to Joe on the phone. We spoke about private things concerning my family. When me and my sister had a little bit of a falling out, I cried to, Joe, Adria, and, Ashley and Titi. Like, I cried to them about it. I cried to my mods. I cried to, Candace and Cece and Matt, and like I talked to them, and because I trusted these people, like I have this group of people that I trust. Um, Thank you, Lindsay. Lindsay's like, Leslie actually tells me not to talk about stuff, and I do it anyways. And that is kind of what I try to do. Like, I try to tell people, like, you don't have to defend me because I know that can lead to problems. Like, if one of my friends was to go into Kim's channel defending me, they're gonna get bum rushed with Kim supporters. You know that hit low. Like, so don't do that to yourself. So that's I'm not perfect. I'm not. I've talked bad about people in private chats. I have. Yes, I have. Um, Sorry. It wasn't things that the reason it was private was because I didn't want to publicly do it and cause drama. Um, what happened with me and Joe to this day is confusing to me as well because I was very, 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 very close to Joe. Um, and after whatever happened, she decided to do videos, about us and blame me for things. In one video in particular that I seen of Joe's, she said, Leslie wakes up every morning and she calls her friends, Britters, Ashley, TT, Adria, and she tells them what to do for that day. Like, to go on Twitter and say this, to go on Twitter and say that, to go and attack this person, whatever. That's what Joe said on a stream. That's what she said. And she knew herself that that was not true. Like, Joe knew that I didn't wake up every morning and call all my friends and tell them what to do. Like, she knew that wasn't true. And that was something that hurt me, was to see her say that, because she was painting a picture of me that she knew was not true. And her being someone that I cared so deeply for, even though we had this falling out, to see her not only the fact that she had a falling out with me over reasons that I didn't even know why, but then to see her saying things that was out and out just not true really hurt me. You know, so I out of all this big thing, um, I was hurt the most by Joe. Yes, my ex mods, it hurt for them to start a channel about me, and you know, um, are me and Katie still on good terms now or not? This is the honest to God truth with Katie, you guys. Um, I don't want to have problems with her. Like, Katie does her own thing. I do my own thing. We are in this community, and like when big stories happen, like the Sophie situation, that I was very offended to see that Katie said that she acted like a brat. I was very offended to see that Katie dug into records from years ago to make it appear like, so Katie does things that will really like bother me the same way they bother almost everyone else. And she's a YouTuber. So, like, I watched the stuff with Sophie. Like, I didn't cover it, but I was invested in it, and I care about what happened because she's a child. Sophie's a child. So when I seen, so if I am interested in a certain thing going on and Katie's covering it, and I hear that she says something that I think is just so off base, and it wasn't just a yes or a no was fine. Well, it's not that black and white. If somebody asks me, are me and Katie good? It's not just it's not just a yes or no. Like, it's so much more than that. Like, I don't agree with a lot that she does or says, and I don't try to have problems with Katie, but I also feel like the thing is when I made a post about how just because something's public doesn't mean you should dig into it. Like, when I got arrested, I think it was jacked up that people was digging into my arrest. You know what I'm saying? I think it was messed up that my arrest was put on blast before, like, some of my family even knew about it. People was putting it on YouTube and doing stories about it. Like, I think that was messed up. And just because things are public, and I'm not even a big, like, I'm a small YouTuber, you know? Um, so I think sometimes YouTubers do things that they shouldn't do. And I think it's okay for people to say that. And I think it's okay for people to be able to voice their opinion about things. Because when I made the comment, like, hey, just because something's public doesn't mean you should go digging for it, especially when it concerns a situation with a child. Like, we have to put ourselves in that position and how we would feel if somebody did the same thing to us in regards to our child. And we all know that, like, if my child was saying that their other parent was doing these things and some YouTuber was getting over there pulling all this stuff and saying all these things, it would piss me off, you know? So I didn't agree with that. And I should have been able to voice my opinion about that. But when I did, there was just very few people that was like, you're trying to start drama. I thought you and Katie were good. So if I'm good with Katie, that means I can't disagree with her. That means I can't critique her. That means I can't say anything against. I have to agree with everything that she's doing, basically, right? If me and Katie are good, I have to agree with everything. No, that's not what it is. It, I don't. I'm not fighting with Katie, but if I disagree with something that she does, I should be able to say so without people claiming that I'm trying to get into drama, because that's not what it is. Will Flossie ever come on your show again? I don't know. I don't think YouTube for me and my sister is a good thing anymore because so many people have tried to come in between my sister, because when I started having problems on my channel, people tried to get to me the best way that they could, and one of the ways that they could was my sister, because people know that I care for my sister, that I love my sister. So when other YouTubers got mad at me for not doing the things that they wanted me to do, when other YouTubers got mad at me because I wasn't going to be their little puppet and I was taking a step back, well, they hit me where it hurt the most. And that was they went to my sister and said things to my sister. When me and Joe had our falling out for whatever that reason was, she went to my sister, you know. So I talked to my sister, and somebody made that comment the other day on Kim's channel. Oh, I see why Leslie's sister don't talk to her. Well, you're wrong, bitch, because she does talk to me. So stick your foot in your mouth and eat that motherfucker, because you're wrong, okay? And that's the things that piss me off, is because all these people, and I don't even talk like this, but when it comes to my family, that's what pisses me off, okay? Because I talk to my sister, just because I don't post pictures of me and my sister hanging out or talk about it all the time doesn't mean that I'm not going to say that those things didn't affect us, because it did. And that's another reason why I'll never try to get her to come on here again, because I bring her back on here and we start doing streams together, and the next time somebody gets pissed off at me, they're going to go right back in her inbox to try to start trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I've always wondered why your nickname is NetNet. My nickname is NetNet because my middle name was Annette. When I got married, I dropped it. But my Annette, that name runs in our family with different family members. It's their nickname, their middle name. But my middle name was Annette. And at some point, when I was very little, I started being called NetNet. And that's just always NetNet from on out. We call my sister NetNet. Her name was Annette. Really? Who? That is crazy. It's very sad. It's very sad that people would try to get in between me and my sister. And that's another thing that bothers me, you know, is with this whole thing is like, when you have real life stuff going on, it makes you realize the pettiness of other stuff, right? So, like, I get on my channel and I work hard, you guys. I work hard on my channel. Yeah, I couldn't even begin to tell y'all. Like, there's days I'm like, I need to call my dad and check in on my dad, or I need to call my mom and check on my mama. But I'm like, I can't, because I got to hurry up and, like, read up everything that I do my article. I'll talk to my mom later. I'll talk to my dad later, you know? Or, like, I need to do this, but I don't have time. I got to work on my channel. I got to work on my channel. So I put so much energy on my channel. And I feel like people that's gotten mad at me over petty stuff to try to take it from me. I have 6 kids and a puppy. My husband's laid off, and we're trying to raise a family. And people's YouTubers have gotten mad at me, and rather than just shutting up and moving on about their business, they decided to make a channel or make their channel all about me and say, "Oh, Leslie's a terrible person." Ain't none of these people been ever been able to say what I done to them though. Like, ain't none of them. Exactly, Ashley. The internet ain't shit when your family is going through stuff. Like, that's the thing. Is like, if you ask these people, well, what did she do to you? Like, oh, they can say, oh, well, in a private chat, she talked crap about so and so. Okay, but why did you quit being friends with her? They can't give you a valid reason. It's always like some bull crap. Oh, well, because so and so told me XYZ, that Leslie said XYZ, and that made me feel XYZ. Okay, but what did Leslie do to you? Mm-hmm. Nothing really. Oh, so you hate me so bad that you're going to do 35 streams about me in 2 months, or you're going to make a channel about me, and you can't even say what I done to you? Like, I'm not a bad person. I'm not. Do I make mistakes? Yes, I do. Do I forget things? Yes, I do. Do I, um, I have friends within the community, and when certain things are going on, we may talk about it in a group chat, but I try not to talk about it publicly because I just don't want the drama. You know, I don't like, I'm not trying to have drama. They have no lives and envy you. They're just jealous. That's fine. I agree. They will just throw out little petty things that don't justify a month long cake event. Exactly. So do you find it hypocritical to be upset with people who comment on your life when your YouTube channel is based on judging other people's lives? Hold on, I want to cover that. Do you find it hypocritical to be upset with people who comment on your life? I don't care if people comment on my channel though. Like, I talk about famous people. I talk about celebrities because they put their life out there for me to talk about, right? If somebody wanted to critique my channel and say, "Oh, I don't like Leslie's channel because I don't agree with her opinion," or "I don't agree," but when I got arrested that day, I'm not like, I have a very small channel, like 24,000 subs. Like, my arrest, another YouTuber should not have blasted my arrest before I even had time to tell some of my family members. I don't feel like that was fair. And then I was prejudged based off of it. People were saying that I was a drug addict, and that wasn't right. That wasn't okay. I'm a mom. People were saying that CPS needed to get involved with and check on my kids. My kids are very well taken care of. So, I mean, my husband is laid off too, girl. I know your pain. Right. So, yeah, the thing there's a difference between an opinion and attacking. Absolutely, Nat B. Absolutely. And I don't attack the people that I cover. I try to put out like what's going on in their lives. But the thing is like, wait, what? Fairy. So, like, I cover stuff that is already out there. Already out there. I cover teen mom related stuff that there's articles that's just been written on, that's already being talked about. And it's about famous people. Like, my arrest was nowhere in the YouTube community. It shouldn't have been brought up. I should have been able to bring that up. But it was, and the thing is the reason it was brought up was out of hate, out of like, ha ha ha, look, and y'all guys thought that she was the goody goody two shoots, and look, she got arrested over drugs and running from the police. And then it was being speculated on what drugs were in my car when there wasn't drugs in my car. And then when I tried to like speak up to defend myself, like a screenshot was taken and twisted into something else. And, oh, what if her kids would have found her drugs in her car? And I was like, somebody actually said that. Like, oh, well, what if your kids would have found those drugs instead of the police? And I'm like, I don't allow drugs around my kids. There were not drugs in my car. Like, and they like twisted it to turn it into something, So like, there's a way to cover things. Even if you don't like it, like there's a way to cover things, you know? I feel like it's sad because your channel was growing and so was Without a Crystal Ball's channel, and I watched you both at the same time about a year and a half ago. Yeah. I mean, my channel was stopped in its tracks. And even now, I feel like I still, when she said that about you and your arrest, your channel disappeared, then I couldn't find you. Yeah, my channel was struck about on Thanksgiving. Yeah. And this was December 28th. Yeah. Yes, I'm rocking that Z-Tail. Not much, Lisa. I'm just answering questions about like the drama going on today. You know, so like I was on a stream today just like hanging out and chilling. I've done 2 streams about like teen mom related stuff, and then I was just doing a stream just chilling. And when I got off, I had like people sending me screenshots of, you know, Joe doing a stream about me, like, was Leslie Bass set up? And I'm like, for what? Like, I don't watch though, because when I watch, it's harder to ignore it if you see what's being said. So, like, if I was to watch, and truth be told, everybody in her chat like hates me for the most part. For the most part. So I don't watch, you know, and it to me it's like, I mean, I don't want to say this and sound, I don't know, but like I have goals with my channel. Like I want it to grow. I actually have content for my channel that's not related to like other YouTubers' drama, or like, oh, me and so had a falling out, so now I'm gonna do 50 streams about them and that's gonna be my content for the next week. Like that's not what it's for with me. So I just try to ignore it, you know, but I think most people see the difference between you and Without a Crystal Ball. It's pretty clear to me. Everything is TT's fault. Yeah, honestly, like I didn't want to do a stream about it. I've been saying for a while, like I don't know what to do, because I do have people like come to me asking me questions, because there'll be, you know, like streams where they're like nobody speaks for me. I have friends that they go on other people's channels and they may defend me, but they're not doing things at my request. I'm not saying, hey, go on so-and-so stream and say XYZ. Or, hey, you need to clear this up on XYZ. Now, have I had friends come to me and say, hey, I'm going to go on so-and-so's channel and I'm going to do this. And I'm just like, well, all right. Or if they're like, and I'm going to talk about this, this, and this, and this, I may say like, well, what, you know, but for the most part, I've always said like, I just don't like it. You know, like you don't have to do that. Like you don't have to go and defend me anywhere. Like I can appreciate that my friends want to defend me. Like I can appreciate that. But it's weird too. It's weird too because I feel like, and you guys, people have told me this, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but like when my good friends are in Joe's channel, it's weird, you know, and I don't want to, I'm not going to tell my friends who they can watch, who they can hang out with, whose channel they can be in. I'm not going to do it. But I'm not going to say that it doesn't make me feel hurt a little bit, because I was hurt so bad and done so wrong by this person. So then like to see my friend over there that was also done wrong, you know, like to see and filled in a chat full of people that hate me, that for months have dragged me. It's a little weird. The thing with me and Adria is me and Adria have been friends for a very long time. when Joe decided to flip, she flipped on Adria too. And me and Adria went through that together. Uh, we went through that together, and Adria really stuck up for me through that. She defended herself through that. When the whole thing with Joe fell apart, Joe was like making community posts about rats, referencing us. She would do streams like talking about them MFers. If I go after one of them, I might have to go after all of them. And then people were coming to me saying, Joe said XYZ about you. Joe said XYZ about TT and Ashley. Joe said XYZ about Adria. You know, like it was coming back to me. She was saying things. Like I went to her a couple times and was like, who was you talking about when you were on your stream saying MFers? If you go after one of them MFers, you're going to go after all of them. She was like, everybody. I was talking about everybody. I'm like, well, who's everybody? You know, because Lala. I was like, well, who's everybody? You know, because people are thinking that you're talking about me, Adria, Ashley, TT. And that's how I'm feeling now. Like, I feel like you're talking about us, but you're just not coming out and saying our names. But, like, people are guessing that it's us, Joe. Like, so what is it? And I'm going to put this right now clear, too. My wish for Joe is that she would just put out regular content. You know, like, that's it. I don't wish any harm on her channel. Have I reported her videos? Absolutely, I have. When they were about me and it was full of lies and attacks, yes, I did. Am I right now? No, I'm not. I'm not watching. I keep hearing about it. I don't want to watch. I just wish that Joe would leave my name out of her mouth and carry on with her content. That's what I wish. I wish, like, and I don't understand why, like, other people, like, they're talking about other people that's not doing anything to them. Like, that's confusing to me because I'm just like, nobody's saying anything. Like, if they're saying something privately, then so be it. But nobody is publicly going after Joe. But she keeps doing these streams. You know, my hope, like, my thing for Joe is like, Joe, just go on, you know, like, it's strange that she's doing this. I could have such a channel, basically. She was weird. I give credit. She gets up, washes, gets out of bed, shows her face. Just my opinion. So yeah, I don't want to do this video and be like, oh, I hate Joe. She's a piece of crap. I hate, you know, I wish her channel would go down. I'm not even saying that. I don't know what Joe wishes for me. You know, I think, well, there was a time that she wished she could bring my channel down. I know it because she tried. Like, she tried to bring my channel down. Releasing, you know, a chopped up clip of an audio where it sounded like I admitted to making the email. Her intentions with that were not good. You know, Joe gave a lot of the chat that I was in over to Kim, which now Kim is using it as she wants to. And of course that's going to happen. Like, what did Joe think was going to happen, you know? And I think, like, Joe came out and was like, Kim's spinning this on Leslie. I think Joe come out and said that, like, that Kim was spinning things on me, that it wasn't me. But in the same time, I'm like, well, of course, Joe, me and you were friends for how long? You knew that Kim had a hate boner for me. You knew that Kim's mission was to take me down. So, of course, when you hand her the chat, the only thing Kim's doing when she looked at that chat is, where's something I can put against Leslie? Where's something I can put against Leslie? Where's something I can put against Leslie? And you hand that to her on a silver platter. So my thing is, like, we're such good friends, right? Me and her was such good friends. Like, I cared so much about Joe, you guys, that, like, I was hurt, beyond hurt, you know, and the thing is like, it's one thing for friends to have an issue and go their separate ways. Okay. But it's a whole nother thing for when you decide you're not going to be friends with that person because what you think they done, because I still to this day don't know exactly for sure what I'd done to her, but you decided for whatever reason we weren't friends, and then slowly went to talking crap about me on your channel. When that was happening, I reached out to her about it. And then, because things were being said about us, Adria and TT started defending themselves against Joe. And Joe came to me and said, "You need to stop this. They're your friends. You can stop them. Stop them. If you don't stop them, like, all bets are off. I'm coming full force." And I was like, "I can't stop them. They're defending themselves. They're defending themselves against you, like the things that you're doing to them. Like, I can't. Like, they're grown." And my thing is, like, if you publicly talk about somebody, you can't be mad when they defend themselves. It's crazy to me. So, like, Joe doing these streams where, like, Lindsay, TT, Ashley, Britters, all these people are being brought up. Me, when none of us are speaking about it, none of us are talking about it. But you can't be mad if Lindsay, Ashley, Adria, or TT, or any of them decide to go on a stream with somebody else and defend themselves, or go on Twitter and speak out about it because you're doing a stream about them, and then you can sit on your stream and say, "I just wish it would all go away." Well, nobody's talking about it but you, like, maybe if you stop talking about it and move regular content and don't mention any of our names again, it it would be done and over with because you're the only one talking about it, But it gets to a point to where, like, you keep talking about people, and they're not saying nothing, they're not saying nothing, they're not saying nothing. To one day, they're going to say something. They're going to be like, F this, they keep saying stuff, I'm going to say something. So, because I someone that's hurt me so bad, like doing these streams, and then, like, good friend, like, my friends in there, it is weird for me. It is awkward for me. Do I worry that, like, I worry that Joe would try to turn people against me, you know? That concerned me. I was like, and I voiced that, I told Adria, I was like, I'm just worried that Joe's going to try to turn you against me, and, in a perfect world, I would just not have any affiliation with Joe anymore. I was hurt by her. Uh, I was extremely hurt by her. Um, I'm not going to talk to her. I'm not going to make amends. I just want to move forward. And in a perfect world, I could move forward with my YouTube team, with my mods, with my friends, and we could move forward and leave all of that behind. But we can't. Like, it's been so hard to move it behind because, like, my friends are still, like, intertwined in it, And I'm just like, I don't know what to do because I'm not going to tell my friends who they can and can't talk to. If you don't know who she is, you're not missing out, you know. Matt is doing good. Matt was dealing with some personal issues that he needed to focus. I know some people still talk to Matt in private chat. I talk to Matt in private chat. The other mods talk to Matt in private chat. He's doing great, but he needed. So he does music, and he had not been able to do any music because he had been working so much, and he had yeah, you'll probably see him in different. I know he's went into Chris's channel. No, yeah, Chris Exposed. He's went into Chris Exposed channel. When she was talking about her, what it, Suboxone, I think she said, Subutex. And Matt went on, like, talking about his struggles as well. I love Matt. People like to speculate that me and him are not friends. Me and Matt are friends, and I love him to death. My other mods love him to death. Oh, thank you, Fairy Dusted. Freaking brownies. Leslie gets caught in the middle because they keep using her name and bringing her into it. If they want to drag me, that's fine. I'll deal with them, but quit bringing LB into it. And that's my thing, too, though. Like, and that's why I wanted to, like, address it. Like, and truth be told, I didn't want to, but I did want to. Because I think the lines are getting blurred. Because when I have a friend of mine on Joe's channel, people is like, so are you good with Joe now? No, I'm nothing with Joe. I'm nothing. Like, I'm out of it. I love a dono too. I wish I had a cosmic brownie right now so bad. But there was, I'm very particular with who I mod. Extremely particular. When Matt decided to take a step back, and we made the decision that Matt would step away from YouTube, I knew I was going to have to bring in somebody else. And I brought in Miss Leah, and today there was some. You're welcome. Any other questions you have, Robin Hood, just put them in there and at me so I can see, because I may miss them. So I was live today, and then like Joe went live, and there were some people that was like, hey, what's going on? Like, she left your live to go to Joe's live. Like, how do you feel about that? No, she's still a mod for me. And I would, and I don't have, nobody talks to him. Nobody talks to Matt Beyer. So I was like, well, she went straight out of mine into Joe's, because obviously that would hurt my feelings. I mean, I can't help that. I cannot help it. Obviously, if my mod was to leave my channel as I'm live and go straight into Joe's channel, yes, of course I would be bothered by it. No, Lisa. I did not know Adria outside of YouTube. Me and Adria become friends because when the whole Steve situation happened and I backed away, Adria was friends with Steve at the time, and she was one of the ones that Steve told to contact me when I backed away. When he gave my number out and was like, y'all need to call Leslie. She can't back away now. So Adria reached out to me, and I spoke to Adria, and I said, look, I'm here with my daughter. We're wrapping Christmas presents, and I just want to get through the holidays and not focus on YouTube drama. And I explained to Adria exactly why I was backing away. I was backing away, so Adria fully understood that, and she went back and she told, she was like, look, she just needs to back away, and I get it. I'm not going to be messaging her. I don't think we should message her. Maybe after the holidays, she'll come back, and, and then me and Adria remained friends after that, because she respected the fact that I was backing away. She didn't feel like I owed it to anyone to risk my mental health over YouTube drama. She got it, right? So, and I appreciated that very much, because not a lot of people seemed to understand that at the time. Like I was getting screenshots of people like cursing me and my sister because we were backing away from the YouTube drama. So she was friends with me. She was friends with Steve. Me and Steve had our falling out. She was still friends with Steve. It got to a point to where Steve told her that she must publicly call me out. And that's how that situation happened. Me and her stayed friends. I didn't know her outside of YouTube, but I definitely have considered her a very, very close friend. I was in a group chat with Adria, Ashley, TT, and Joe. The chat Joe started. I'm also in mod chats with my mods, I have a text message chat that has my 3 mods. I have a mod named Willow, who is never in any type of drama. She don't even have like a Facebook, so the only time I can't even message Willow to say, hey, I'm live. Like, I have her email, so I can reach out to her. I actually could do a stream about that, things not to do so you don't get a strike. So me and Adria, me and Joe, I'm very close to my moderators, and this is the honest to God truth. Um, Candy and Cece, Candy has been with me almost at the very beginning and never turned her back on me. She's been as honest as you can possibly ever be with someone. She's been put in uncomfortable situations where she still come to me and was honest, even though she was put in uncomfortable situations. My mod Cece, like they're never in any drama. They're never fighting with other people. They're never, you know what I'm saying? Like they know that my channel, as much fun as it is, they know it's also a business. So they treat the chat accordingly. I couldn't ask for them to be any better. Willow's great as well. Matt was a great mod. Now, Matt let his emotions get to him sometimes, and I had to tone him down. Like, I had to be like, Matt, you got to calm down, like, because he would fly off the handle. I agree, Natby. I think there's many rumors going around about people saying this, people saying that. Oh, thank you, Karina. Leslie was the very first channel I watched. So 420 has the best IG, so you guys know, check it out. So that's why I decided to do this stream tonight, because it's so confusing. And I know that it's confusing. You guys are seeing like my mod and Joe's chat, my good friend and Joe on Joe's stream, like, and I know there's been a couple times because people's come to me and been like, hey, XYZ was said, and it's not true, you know, and I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. And people's wondering, do I support this? Do I support, am I good with Joe? Are we about to make amends? So I'm just going to be straight up honest with you guys. I don't see myself ever making amends with Joe because I was hurt in a way that I don't feel like can ever come back from that. Like, it wasn't just like we had a little bit a spat. We didn't have a little bit of spat and yell at each other on the phone. Like, it went so much deeper than that. Like, I was lied on to make it look like I faked an email. My sister was contacted and audios was sent to my sister, of me confiding in Joe about mine and my sister's issues. Very, very personal. So, and I don't want to harp on that. Like, I don't want to keep harping, Joe done this, Joe done this, Joe done. Don't send anyone hate. Don't send anyone negativity. If you watch Joe, by all means watch her. I would prefer if you don't watch her when she's talking about me, because I just don't trust it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't trust it. Yeah, she said that Sean was abusive. And that's another thing, too. Like, if Joe watches this, if she's watching now or if she watches in the future, like, you can't be upset with me that I'm hurt. You can't be upset with me. And another thing, too, is like, she bashed Sean, called him Mr. Abuser. Like, never have I heard her say Leslie did not do anything to me, and I really done her wrong, and I apologize. I should have never said the things that I said or done the things that I done, and I'm sorry, Leslie. Never have I heard her say that. And, today I was talking to someone and they, told me, well, she does want to talk to you. And I'm like, well, I don't trust her. Like, I'm not going to have a phone conversation with her because I worry that what if she's recording it, which I wouldn't mind if she recorded it, but what if she records it and then makes a video and takes clips of what I said to make it sound like what if me and her on the phone call and I'm like, Joe, you were a real bitch to me. Like, you really hurt me by going to my sister and then she took one clip of it to play it and be like, well, I tried to talk to Leslie, but this is what she said. It plays a clip of me saying you were a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't trust it. So my thing is I just want to move forward away from it. Like, it was a friendship that at the time I thought was great. It ended and things happened and I'm moving forward and I wish she would move forward. I wish she would stop our group. They done this, they done that, they done this to Leslie, they done that to that person, they done this to this person. Like, nobody's hurt me the way you have, Joe. So don't talk about what other people are doing to me because you've done the most, and it does. I mean, straight up honest to you guys, does it hurt my feelings that I have a mod in there? Yeah, of course it hurts my feelings. It makes me feel uncomfortable, but I'm not going to tell her that she can't go in Joe's stream. You know, and if I had absolute proof that at 1:45 my mod left my channel and then at 1:46 was in Joe's, I would have that discussion with my mod. I don't have the absolute proof. I have several people that said that they seen her leave my channel and then go into Joe's just minutes later, talking to my mod. I'm not saying that she done that. People said that she done that. I am not saying that she did. I don't know, you know. She herself said that's not what happened. She had to get off because she was going to the store, and or that she was at the store, and that when she got home, she saw that Joe was live, so she went into Joe's stream. Um, you know, and I was live at the same time, but she didn't know that I was still live. Does it hurt my feelings when I feel like my friends are going over to Joe's stream more and showing her support and helping her make money off my name than they are in my stream? Well, yeah, it hurts my feelings. But once again, I'm not going to tell people who they can and can't watch. And I try to be very understanding with my friends. Like, I try not to say too much. Happy birthday, Robin Hood. Try not to say too much because I don't want to upset people. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. So if you guys have any questions about it, I saw some of you guys asking some questions, and I don't know if I answered them all, but I just wanted to get on here to say no one's speaking for me. I'm not asking anyone to go on another channel and say XYZ. I don't support it. I don't support the videos being put out about me or anybody else that's not even trying to defend themselves. Yeah. Sorry, Leslie, you have many supporters and friends. Thank you, Nat. And that's the thing, too, is I feel like most of my people don't know about this. But I have, who is this and why was it recommended? Hey, Silver Raven Moon. I have no idea why it was recommended. But, I mean, in my opinion, I think I'm one of the coolest people on YouTube. But you'll have to stick around and figure out for yourself. It's all good, Leslie. You're so strong, and you know you have at least one sub in your corner, even though there are dozens and dozens. I love you. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, Lindsay. So in case you guys are wondering that, like, okay, because Leslie has friends in the chat, on the stream, is she supporting this? No, I'm not supporting it. But my friends are allowed to do what they want. And I do worry, like, one more. What fairy does it? Thank you for the super chats. Thank you. When your sweetest pie ants will feed off of you. Oh, that's a good analogy. When your sweetest pie ants will feed off you and bring the crumbs home. Sorry you're dealing with such pettiness. When she apologizes to me, it better be with cash. Did one of your subs that you have right now go to this person's chat? I'm so confused. Yes, and I think that's what are a lot of my, like, subs that know who I'm friends with and who, like, that's what's confusing, is because, like, people, I know people watch me that don't like me. People watch every YouTuber, and they have what we would call, like, I guess you could call, like, a hate boner for them or whatever. Some people watch it just to see what's going to be said next. Like channels, like certain channels in particular, where you never know what's going to be said. Like, and they're known to gossip and be drama filled. Like, you watch them, and it's not because you like the person. It's just because you trying to see what she's going to say next. So I feel like a lot of people watch Joe to, like, see what she's going to say next. So people are seeing So I agree, Maddie. So people are seeing, watching Joe's channel, right? Knowing what she done, and they're seeing some of my really good friends in there. So it's confusing, you know, and then they're doing streams like my good friend and Joe talking about other people, you know, um, that I'm still like fine with, that like I've had issues with, but we've like kind of come back from it. And like at any time, like me and TT had issues. We did. Me and TT got into it on the phone one day and we were yelling and screaming at each other. And I was not well with TT. I thought she was a piece of crap. And I even said, maybe Joe was right about TT. You know, I did because I was so aggravated with her. But we was able to like make amends, you know, like it didn't last. And I think the reason it didn't last is because, um, like I enjoyed my friendship with TT. I enjoyed my friendship with Adria. I enjoyed my friendship with Joe. And had Joe not done all that she done, I definitely could have forgave her. Had she not done all that she done, I absolutely could have forgave her. If it just would have been like a spit spat where, oh, and her maybe say a few choice words about me, or we yell at each other over something that we disagreed with, oh yeah, 2 or 3 days later, could have made amends. But that's not what happened. It turned into like terrible. Um, so me and TT, we after our problems later on, like we made amends, and like today I was told that TT done something, so I went to her and asked her, you know, like, hey TT, like, did you do this, you know? And she will answer me, and I can appreciate that, because my thing is like, and even if we're not going to be best friends, it's nice to feel like I'm not going to be attacked for this part by this person, and the person's not going to go join forces with Kim or with Steve or with whoever the person is that don't like me, you know, just to for whatever reason. I don't know. Don't you think they feel comfortable in another chat? Just an observation. Who? Welcome to our little community. We're all cool and fun. Come back. It's not normally like this, but this needed to be done. But if you check out her other videos, you'll see. Yes. If I'm sorry if you hopped on for the first time and you are so confused and you're like, I'm not into this drama. I'm not either, and I normally don't do videos on drama related to personal drama. I normally cover reality TV, gossip, and news. So if you like that, watch me tomorrow. I'll be back on talking about stuff that I normally cover. Thank you, FG. Yeah, like I really, you know, it was said, that I tell people who to watch, and I tell them what they can do, and they're my little puppets on a string that I'm just blah, 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 you know, and it's so not true. So that's why I even, you know, my friends going in the chat, like I was like, I don't even want to say that it upsets me, because I don't want anybody to get the idea that I'm trying to tell them they can't do it. But I just can't lie and say that it doesn't hurt my feelings, and it doesn't make me worry that Joe may try to turn that person against me, you know. But I can get along with anybody. Normally I do. Wait, is TT your friend or your mod? TT is a friend that was like a part, like there was a lot going on with all the drama, and she was like kind of, it's all TT's fault. Sorry. I apologize, Aunt Leslie, for the things I've done. I hope you can accept my apology. The real Mrs. L, that's Lauren, right? Is that Lauren? Um, Yeah. Okay. Thank you, and I appreciate that. Um, Next time you send me a card, can you send some cosmic brownies with it or something? That would be appreciated. What's crazy is my daughter loved the card. It was a Minnie Mouse card, and I was like pissed off about it, but my daughter loved it. Um, she literally, we had to keep it for a while because she wanted to like tote it around because it had Minnie Mouse on it. So there's that. I'm behind Leslie Doll, but love. After Leslie and I, even when after she told me, I told her I said in anger. I laughed when she told me that. Yeah. Cosmic brownies are the best. I literally wish I had one right now. So if you guys do have any questions to clear up any of the situations that you're wondering, um, the gooch, she can be both. I'm asking because I'm trying to figure it out. Are you asking if someone can be a mod? And I'm confused. I have my mods are Willow, who doesn't have social media, so you never see her in drama. Uh, I probably wouldn't have responded. Truth be told, Lord, I wasn't responding to you at all after that. No, she could be both. I mean, only mods have ranches. Yeah, I don't think any of my mods are here. Just jumped on this about, okay, the green thing. Oh, the green things is they're members. They're a member to my channel. If you want to be a member, there's a join button. Click it. Uh, how is my relationship with my sister now? It's fine. Like, we talk. Like, I message her anytime I need to talk to her about anything, and she messages me right back if she needs to talk to me about anything. My nephew just stayed here over the weekend. She brought him. Her husband picked him up. Um, so, I mean, we talk. It's aggravating to see people say, and my sister has said this on social media before. Like, yes, me and my sister have had problems, but we're sisters. Sisters have problems. But when it comes down to it, that's my sister. And I love her. And she loves me. And if anybody was to really like when Steve said, oh, I have screenshots of Flossie talking about Leslie, Flossie was like, no, he don't. I'm not about to talk to you about it. You know what I'm saying? She was like, mm. Steve was like, Flossie's not a fan of Leslie. Well, I don't expect her to be a fan of mine. She's my sister, but yeah, Flossie's always been one of my biggest defenders. Like, when at school, if somebody would say something about me, she would be like the first one to like, what did you say? And when I say hi to you in a chat and tag on Lord, it's just me making light of the situation. Like, at this point, we just need to laugh about it. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Well, thank you for saying that. Yeah, I didn't know if you were like, I know it's you, you little. And that was me. Can't deny it. And my point of that unveiling Lauren, it was kind of to defend myself without it actually coming from me, because I knew it would stir up like so much drama, because everybody latches on to anything that I say and they twist it. And it was also because I didn't know why we had problems. I was like, I don't even know Lauren, and she hates me for some reason. Like, I don't know her and she hates me. I'm like, I see her talking about me sometimes and I don't know why. Like, who is she? What happened? But, things happen. I was a YouTuber that, for whatever reason, if you didn't like me, you didn't like me for whatever reason. I agree, Robin Hood. Like, I can talk crap about my family, but like, I don't want anybody else to. And like, me and Flossie have problems and I confided. Not like, why dwell on old freaking drama from months ago? It's silly. Yeah, that's my thing, is like, some of this stuff is like a year old, you guys. Like, a year old. Last October, I was supposed to be taking my kids to a Halloween, what was it? We were going to a Halloween thing, and I ended up not being able to take them because I was so upset from the situation with my ex-mods. Yeah, like that. That's another thing too. Like that thing's still up. Like it wasn't terrible, terrible, terrible. I still like you and no more in living room streaming. I like you too. I'm still in my living room. I tried explaining, but you wouldn't answer my. No, I wasn't. Yeah, that was the thing too. Is like I wasn't answering because I was just like, I'm nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. I'm done. I had nothing to do with it. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, which I always say, like if you have problems with somebody, go to them and talk to them. But at the same time, like I will straight up ignore somebody if I know they have talked crap about me because I'm like, no, you talk crap about me. I ain't talking to you. You know, it wasn't a hayride. We were going to a carnival, a Halloween carnival. That's what we were going to. Sean was at work, so I was supposed to have the kids ready by the time he got home. But I was so upset. It got out of control. It did. It's ridiculous. In the grand scheme of things, I'm like, what happened with the cop that pulled me over? He does not work for the police department anymore. I don't know why. Don't know. I don't know, but he don't work for the police department anymore, and we are in the process. I still have a lawsuit going against the police department. Talk to the person, not put it on social media. That just leaves you open for drama. That's absolutely right. Yes, it does. I love the mirror. I asked Leslie where to get one. Yes, you did. It was a carnival that I was supposed to take them to, and I was like, I cried all day. I was like hyperventilating. I was like, so like they actually put out audios of me like sending them audio clips like, why did you do that? I never done anything to you. And it literally sounds like I'm a maniac because, but I was so hurt. Like, and I think that happens. Like, I know when me and Tiffany got into it, I'm sure to her I sounded like a raging lunatic. She probably thought I was cussing her, which I wasn't cussing her, but I was cussing throughout the situation. But it was because I was so hurt. Like when me and Tiffany got into it, I like called her and I was like, "What the," you know? And she was like, "You." If you guys know Tiffany, she talks really fast. And I'm like, "No," and I'm like yelling and I'm crying and you sound like a maniac when you play it back. Like, I didn't know, but they actually took the clips of me so hurt, crying to them. I was crying in those clips, and they put them out, and it was really hurtful because I was so hurt. Like, I was heartbroken that they made videos about me, and I was crying to them and was like, what did I ever do to you? Like, why are you doing this to me? And they're just laughing at me. You know, that's, and some people don't want it to stop, you guys. That's just what it is, and that's who we need to recognize. Like, I think if you really want to be a part of the solution and support your YouTuber, like the person that you like, is you have to recognize the people that just want it to continue, because there's people that just want it to continue. Um, uh, yeah, I wouldn't suggest giving them views because they're making money off of it, but gosh, such a long story. So much. The thing is if you go to their channel and watch their videos, you think I'm a bad person. But it's because they take clips of things. You never see anything in the entire context of what happened. Like the first video they put up of me, right? And this is going to cause problems, and I know it will because it's going to piss Kim off. And I'm not trying to piss her off. This is just the truth of the matter. Um, the first video that was put up on that channel was a very small clip of the entire video. And it did not show the 10 minutes prior what happened. It only showed me defending myself. Um, so what happened was I went on Katie's stream like 2 or 3 days after me and Katie made up. which obviously pissed the mods off that left after me and Katie made up. Me and Katie made up. That snowballed into me losing a few mods. So like 3 days later, when I'm in Katie's stream, they're there watching, and it obviously hurts their feelings, I'm assuming. So when I first get on Katie's stream that day, she says, so a few of your ex-mods are here. And I said, yeah, I know. I was like, all I can do is wish them well. And I was like, oh, speaking of mods, I was like, I didn't even let my night mods know that I was coming here. I was like, I'm setting up to do the Chris White stream, and they're waiting for me to hop on, and I just hopped on here so quick, I didn't even think to tell them. So Katie laughs. We start talking about the fact that Katie had gotten a cease and desist, or a threat from Corey Wharton's attorney Lord something. And I was like, who the heck, Lord Farquaad? Like, we're talking about Teen Mom stuff. I don't talk about the fact that Kim or Amy was there. The one time that she brought it up at first, when I first got there, when she mentioned it, I said, yeah, all I can do is wish them well. Moved right into talking about something else. So, like 10 minutes into the video, we're talking about Corey Wharton getting upset because YouTubers were reporting on the fact that he possibly cheated on his girlfriend Taylor. Katie says, hold on. Something is going on in the chat. And I was like, what? So I look, I see nothing. Like, I didn't see nothing going on in the chat. And Katie says, Kim, I don't know why you're here when you don't even like me. And she says, you're a part of that hate group on Facebook, so I don't know why you're here. And before that, I didn't know this at the time, but before that, Kim had called out one of my other ex-mods before I got on. Okay, so I'm on, and she's calling, Kim out. She's like, you don't even like me. You're a part of a hate group. If you want to be in my chat, that's fine. But you need to, no, Kim is not Little Red. You need to disassociate yourself from that hate group that you're an admin on. We need to talk privately if you want to be in my streams. Well, yes, you guys, we have 65 thumbs ups, and we have 192 people in the chat. So thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Am I buffering for anyone else or just myself? Anybody that's watching, I can't even type because I got long nails. Can you tell them to go out and come back in? I'm buffering for myself, so I'm going to go out and come back in. So when Katie called Kim out, Kim, instead of saying, okay, like the other mod did, the other mod was like, okay, I'll message you, and left. Or even if she didn't leave, she didn't say nothing. Is it still buffering for you, T? Y'all, I literally cannot type. I'm like, deet, 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 with these big old fingernails. Deet, 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 deet. Okay, so The other mod was like, okay, I'll message you or something to that effect. When she called Kim out, rather than Kim saying, okay, I'll message you, or rather than Kim saying, no, F you, BITCH, I'm going to be here whether you want me to be here or not. Block me, I'm going to come in under a psych account. Block that psych account, I'm going to come in under, like, instead of any of that, Kim said, well, did Leslie tell you that she was a part of that hate group as well? And we're both like, yeah. Because when me and Katie made amends, we talked on the phone for like 3 hours. So I told her pretty much everything that I had done, you know. So Katie was like, yeah, actually she did. And I'm like, yes. And I was so blown away. I was like, my feelings were hurt and I was so confused because I'm like, why is Kim throwing me under the bus? Katie had 300 people in her chat that day. She had like 300 people in the chat. It was a lot of people. And these were all hardcore Katie people, right? So I'm like, this girl is literally trying to make Katie and her people mad at me while I'm sitting on here when I ain't even said nothing to Kim other than I wish her the best, right? So I'm like, yeah, Kim, I did. And then Kim's like, did Leslie tell you just the day that y'all made up, she was telling us to go out and dig up dirt on you? And we're like, yeah, sure did. Katie's like, yes, you did. And I'm like, yes, I did, Kim. So Kim's like, well, that's something that pisses me off. How do you go from, and what I meant by dig up dirt, I was going to do a video, put it out there, why me and Katie did not get along and what my issues were with Katie. And what I meant by dirt was go get screenshots of any time Katie said anything negative about me. It wasn't dirt like pull up her background or nothing like that. It was just like anything that she said to show like that she's trying to have problems with me, you know. So, and I did tell Katie that. When the day that me and Katie made amends, I told Katie, I said, just so you know, like, I actually was having asked my mods to go like find like get a screenshot of everything you ever said about me, you know. So when Kim said that, we were like, yeah. And then Kim was like, well, did Leslie tell you that she encouraged me to be an admin on that hate channel, on that hate page or whatever on Facebook? And I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, no, I did not. So then Kim is like going hardcore coming for me in the chat. So then Katie's like, I have Kim's number. Let's just call her. And I said, well, I mean, I don't know if she's going to answer. Everybody in the chat was like, yeah, call her. And honest to God, this is just my opinion. This is just my honest God opinion. You big and bad in that chat trying to blame me for everything. Get your ass on the stream, you know? Like, a lot of people has said, oh, that was wrong for y'all to call her. I've been on for a long time. That was wrong for y'all to call her. Y'all shouldn't have called her. And maybe not. But she was big and bad in that stream saying all kind of stuff. Like blaming me for everything. So why is it an issue to try to get her on with us to see what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So that's an issue? Like, sorry, I'm a grown woman. I'm a grown ass woman. And if I'm in a stream saying anything, if you invite me on, I'm not scared. I will hop my ass on. I mean, most of the time I want to. Like, I've wanted to get on streams because people have been running their mouth about me saying stuff that wasn't true. Like when Kim and my ex, my Jen, went on Steve McRae's channel, and I was notified, and I'm listening, and I'm hearing the stuff that they're saying, I'm like, oh, hey, I'm here. Bring me in. Bring me in. Because I will absolutely defend myself. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to sit in the chat and attack someone, and then when they give me the opportunity to get on the stream to talk, or even defend myself or whatever. To me, I'm just like, okay, so you're in the chat saying, when I didn't even say nothing to you, I said nothing to you, nothing. You're saying, well, did Leslie tell you that she was in the group? Did Leslie tell you that she was trying to get stuff on you? Did Leslie tell you that she encouraged me? And I'm like blown away. So I'm like, okay, well, come on, Kim, get on here and talk with us. Well, let's talk, you know. So when Katie said, let's call Kim, I have her number, what I said was, well, she's probably not going to answer. And then I said, but call her. I was like, well, go ahead and call her. And if you watch the stream, you can tell I wasn't very comfortable with it. I wasn't comfortable with any of it. My ex-mod, who I was close with, um, just flipped on me like completely. Yeah, I was bothered. I was upset. Um, of course, Kim did not answer. Shocker. So then everybody in the chat is like going after Kim basically. Oh, she can't answer the phone. Like she was big and bad in the chat. She can't answer the phone. Um, Next thing I know, there's a channel. My picture is, thank you, Cassandra. Next thing I know, there's a channel, Unveiling the Mask of KJ and LB. My picture, my face is the default picture, right? So I'm like, these are people that, yes, granted, like we had a falling out and feelings were hurt. Now they are like straight up attacking me. So on that channel, what I'm saying, I wouldn't advise to go to it, and it's not because I have anything to hide. I don't. I'm not perfect. Have I said and done things that I'm not proud of? Absolutely. But in the clips that you're going to see on that channel, like they didn't take the clip from when Kim was in the chat and Katie was like, "Why are you here?" They only took the part where I'm saying that I start defending myself, and I'm like, "Well, Kim, you done X, Y, Z. Kim, you done X, Y, Z. Kim, you done this." And the title is Leslie drags me for 30 minutes straight, and I'm like, "You drug me. Like I didn't even say nothing to you. You drug me. So that's the thing is when you get videos that only put a clip of the piece in there, you don't know what that's not the full context. So that's why when they came out with that channel, I started saying this. If you have a question about anything that you've seen about me, come to me. I'll answer your questions. That's why months later I done a Patreon stream and I explained what happened between me and my moderators. Now get this. By this time that I'd done the stream, they had a channel up about me with multiple videos taken out of context, put in the wrong context. So on a Patreon stream, I exactly taken out of context, manipulated audio and screenshots. So on a Patreon stream, because I had a lot of people confused about this channel, and I done a stream and I just told exactly what happened. I did not attack my ex-mods. I did not talk crap about my ex-mods. I just said what happened. Like I said, well, the reason me and Amy had a falling out, me and Amy was close. I loved Amy. The reason I had to demod her and take her ranch was because she lied to me. And they got mad at me about it. They got mad that I finally and then they're like, Leslie's talking about us on a Patreon stream. She's drama, drama, drama. And I'm like, you got a whole channel about me? Where Kim made the channel, and then the ex-mods are all in the chat saying, oh, Leslie ain't what she seems. So much more is coming. Leslie, 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 blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, but I can't say anything on a Patreon stream. And I never said anything to attack. I never said anything to attack them. I just said what happened. That was it. So it's very unfair because even now, Kim is putting it out there like she's the victim in all this. And Kim is putting it out. I know. How can an adult be so butthurt? I don't know. And this is going for a year, you guys. A year, yeah. But Kim basically has said that everything that she does is just a rebuttal to what I do. And I'm like, here's how you can tell that that is a full-blown lie. My channel very, 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 very rarely talks about Kim and my ex-mods. Very rarely. And it is when having to discuss the drama because of certain issues. 2, my social media accounts. Look at my social media accounts. I very, 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 very rarely talk about them on my social media accounts. My Instagram, I don't think I've ever talked about them. My old Twitter, I did at times, but it was always literally when they said something about me. I would be like, okay, so they're saying this, and I got this to say to that. But if you go to their social media accounts where their name was unveiling the mask of KJ and LB, they dropped the LB after a while when they were focusing more on Katie, and me and Steve were becoming somewhat friends again because Kim was close to Steve. They dropped the LB, but their social media accounts is all about me. Everything that they post is about me almost. So if you really want to know like who's trying to keep the drama going, who cares, whose sole thing is the drama, you just have to look at our stuff. Like my channel has content about what I started out as, and that's reality TV, gossip, and news. I don't talk about them hardly at all. Like 0.01% of my channel is talking. And even then, it's not to attack them. Anytime I've ever talked about them, I've always said that I've apologized, and I apologize again, that feelings were hurt, that things happen the way that they happen. I never intended to hurt anyone's feelings in the way that I'd done the things that I'd done. It was not my intent. And I cared about them at one point, and my feelings were hurt as well. But I apologize, and I hope that we can all move forward. Every time I've ever talked about them, I've apologized. But they don't want an apology because an apology means, and they've said that. They've actually said that an apology, that they won't accept an apology, you know? Yes, Lauren, what's that? So there's nothing else I can do, you know, but that's all I can do is I can apologize. But that's how you can tell who wants this to be drama, is you look at their channels, you look at their social media accounts, and you see who's always talking about drama, and they're always talking about drama. So, and till this day, like I would, you know, if Kim ever wanted to have a conversation with me to put it to bed, or I actually like, at one point I wanted to delete it altogether. That sock account, the Unveiling the Mask of Lauren, I actually wanted to delete it altogether at one point, but I couldn't because I don't have the passwords. I didn't know it had your email on there. Is it when I shared? I don't know when it would be. Don't know who Kim is, like the live notification. New sub. Hey, Lori. So we're really just talking about like old drama that's still getting brought up. That it's not what my channel is about, but every so often a lot goes on, and I feel like I have to address it. That's why I sent those books. Are you using them, Leslie? Yes. Yeah, now I am. I did not have them then, but now I am, because you cannot trust to keep your passwords in a phone, because if you break the phone, you're done. So do any of y'all have any questions? I got 12 thumbs down, which is fine. I'm sure I know who it's from. 82. I have 82 thumbs up. 192 people in the chat. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I would really, really appreciate it. I just realized I missed like 2 months a lot since you switched to it. Matt told me you got a puppy. That's exciting. Sorry to hear about that. Yes, we did get a puppy. People were asking about Matt a while ago. I'm gonna have to get Matt to come on just so people know that like we're still good. Why did me and Flossie have a falling out? Okay. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I don't even know how it started. Okay, so. Okay, when I decided to back away, me and Flossie both decided to back away because it was just days after, it was like a week or so after, you know, she had lost her son, and we were getting a lot of crap on the internet. So we spoke, and we both agreed that the best thing would be for us to back away. So I made a post saying I'm backing away. I'm gonna go off social media for a while, and I said Kim and Steve are not responsible for the screenshots. They're not responsible. They didn't fake an email. Like, you know, I have no reason to think that Kim and Steve done anything. Um, I love my sister, and I think it was just a bunch of bull crap that, like, you know, are you a real Friday? What? Oh yes, I know I can't stay on much longer. So, I backed away, and Steve ended up contacting Flossie and was like, "You gotta convince your sister she can't back away. Like, y'all never be able to come back if she backs away. People are gonna think that y'all guys are liars." Uh, so that worried Flossie because she didn't want my channel to be ruined. She had a lot of fun on it. She knew how much it meant to me. So she come to me. She was like, "You have to." Oh, thank you so much, Courtney, for the super chat. So she was like, "You can't. You gotta come back." Like, uh, Steve said that we're gonna be labeled liars. I don't want to be labeled a liar. And I was like, "I'm not coming back. Like, I'm not doing it." You know, she was like, "But you're not gonna be able to get your channel back because everybody's gonna think you're a liar because you're backing out now." And I'm like, "Oh, are you a real friend or YouTube friend?" Um, just YouTube. That's it. YouTube. That's it. Just kidding. Do you know? Well, I mean, I know how many kids you have. So what is that? Two. I mean, if I know that you have two kids, we're friends, right? Anyway, she has three kids, you guys. Um, so that was where it first kind of started. Yes, people said, that's what Steve said. He was like, "Leslie's not going to be able to come back. Nobody's going to believe her anymore. She's going to be labeled a liar. They're not going to accept her back into the community." Here's the thing, YouTube is not one little small piece of something. Like, it's huge. Huge. Okay. Oh, thank you for the sticker. Thanks for being, oh, thank you. $20 super chat. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. I'm not making what I used to make on YouTube, and it hurts the heart a little bit. So, that's where it kind of first started because Steve was saying that this was going to happen, that was going to happen, and she got very worried that she would be labeled a liar, and she told me I needed to come back, and I was like, "I'm not coming back." So that's where it first kind of started. And then, like, it was being said that I sent Steve this terrible picture, and it was being said a lot, and it was very hurtful to me. It was hurtful to her, and because it was being said by several people, I mean, she even said that it was not something that she would have thought that I would have done, but because so many people were saying it, she didn't think that everybody was lying about it. So she believed it, and it was a picture that obviously if I would have sent, it would have been an issue. He didn't know your community and the fact that we understood and encouraged you at the time. Take it off. Exactly, Brandy, he did. Even when I come back, he made the comment, "Leslie's losing subs by the droves. She can't come back." I told her, and my social blade, I had gained like 800 subs, and he had lost like 30 or something. Aaron Carter is super smiling these days and got braided extensions in his hair. Really? I'm going to have to go look at that. So are me and Katie on good terms? Me and Katie aren't on any terms. Like, I'm just doing me, she's doing her. You know, I see a lot of stuff that's said about her. Like, it always pops up on my timeline, like Deep in a Thought, Mysterious Tea, I think it's called. It's Brick Glow. Like, all of that shows up on my stuff. At Leslie, my question is, are you a real friend or a YouTube friend? I am a real friend. Are you going to talk about Shanae Watts? Maybe so. I know that I just watched that show that come out about it. Yes, me and Flossie are fine now. Oh, thank you, Candy L. I would love to be your cup of tea. Uh, LB, she's going to ask you that over and over for old time's sake. I know she is. Can answer it a million times. That girlfriend. So yeah, me and Flossie, we're not 100% because it kind of takes. We had a pretty big falling out, unfortunately. Um, but I talked to my sister. I love my sister. I know she loves me. Shar, you are beautiful, genuine. Others get views when they put your name in the title. In my honest opinion, I agree, Shar. Thank you so much for the super chat. Absolutely agree, and that's something that does upset me a little bit. Yes, I did watch that, and we canceled our Netflix, but I actually used a friend's Netflix just to watch it. I canceled it due to the cuties thing. I'm not down with the get down for the cuties thing. It's not my cup of tea, and I felt like I was my conscience like weighed on me that I needed to get rid of the Netflix. But then I did watch that on Netflix. Yes. Um, I know. Have you talked to Leslie on one of her first lives? Is she the real? Oh, I've talked to Leslie one. Thank you. Yes, you have. It's been a while too. At the end of the day, family is family, and you have two people who love each other and want to work it out. It will. Absolutely. My thing too is like my sister has went through a lot for people to continue to drag her in YouTube drama just because they mad at somebody. Finally canceled the last night. I was torn too. I know. Like I just when I saw like some of the things that the Cuties movie talked about, showed, I was like, oh, I can't. I'm sad for me that I don't get to see Flossie anymore. Happy for Flossie that she is in a better space, even if that's away from us. Yeah, they did Karina on child exploiting. Yeah. Flossie in my heart. Yeah, that's my thing. Like, I mean, there was a time where I was very mad. Yes, Netflix was sued. The state of Texas is viewing the cuties basically as like child pornography almost, and they have sued Netflix. Probably what'll happen is they'll just have to pull it off. Um, I love your accent. I just want to know if you can read this. I love your accent. Oh, thank you, David. Thank you so much. Models like Lindsay, remind me to send you my models latest. And I want to say too, like I want everyone to be comfortable in my chat. Like I know that I am cool with and talk to people that my friends, some of my other people have gotten into it with. But I want everyone to feel welcome into my chat. You know, I don't want there to ever be a time where, oh, thank you, Savage Soul. Am I the only male here? David, is David the only male here? I don't want there, like, I've been told by certain people that they're uncomfortable in my chat. I don't want them to be uncomfortable in my chat. Um, they were indicted by a county for lewd content with minors. Yes. Me and Leslie are fine. We cussed it out. I mean, we worked it out. We're all good. We definitely did. I mean, Sean heard me. My neighbors probably heard me on the phone with TT that day. I don't really know how I got here. I swear. Stay. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Do your girl a favor. This is the chat I feel most comfortable in. Yeah, that's my thing. Is like, I want people to feel comfortable. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You can French. You can teach me to cuss in French. I'm kind of interested in that. I try not to cuss at all. I have you know, I have kids and you guys, hold on. Should I use this? I just used it on my leg. You can teach me Spanish. Y'all, my neighbors are Cambodian. You know what I really want to learn to speak? You know when you go to the salon and get your nails done? I always feel like they're talking about me. Cuties is a movie on Netflix. I always feel like they're talking about me. I want to know how to at least understand what they're saying. Who was it? Meryl Streep went in to do an interview, and the producers of the movie were Spanish or something, and they were saying, "Oh, she's not pretty enough for this role." Right there in front of her, they were speaking Spanish, so they didn't. They were speaking a different language, so they didn't know that she understood. And so then she started speaking back to them in Spanish, and was like, "Well, I'm sorry, I'm not pretty enough for this role." Me too. I'm like, I know these. I know they're talking about me. You know. I swear, I'm like sitting there and I'm like, I want this, I want that. They're like, "Hey, Jean, you hear this bitch over here?" Blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm like, what's she? What is she saying? Jean, can you translate for me what she just said about me? Somebody asked what my shirt says. Zawali. I honestly don't even know what it says. I just know it says Zawali. Tamale Fiesta. Zawali Tamale Fiesta. That's what it says. They just look at someone and start jabbering, and they'll look at you, and it makes you feel like they're making fun of you. Yes. I kind of want to use this again. Next time I go, when I'm going, use Google Translate. Oh, yes. I accidentally fell out. Your creations are amazing. There's very white, American looking kid who speaks fluent Chinese, who does you. I know him. I love him. Yes. What is his name? He was actually. What is his name? I've watched him so much. Wayne Fuck. I don't know. Puppy is asleep. Don't worry, Lizzie. We don't know what's going on either half the time. I really just wanted to do this stream to set it straight. Like, you guys, I'm moving forward. I would prefer if Joe just moved forward as well and didn't, you know, like, I know people want to come to me and be like, "Hey, did you know so-and-so said this about you, or so-and-so done this about you?" And I'm like, I don't even want to know. Like, what people done to me when we weren't friends or when they were mad at me. I just want to move forward. I become friends with people, and like I really care about them. It may not seem like I do because I don't call you all the time. Good night, Krista. Good night, Krista. On husband's account, LOL. You mentioned cuties, so no, actually, I wanted to talk about cuties. I actually wanted to do a stream talking about cuties, but I ended up not having the time. I just don't agree with it. I think it's like me having a 15-year-old daughter and seeing those girls. Like, the dad, like, takes the phone away. In the movie, the dad takes the phone away from the girl. So she starts stripping in front of the dad, to the dad. Like, I, like, read all these reviews about it, and I'm like, that's weird. Like, if somebody was to be caught with this stuff on their phone, an adult, it would be illegal. So why is it okay to have it on a video, like a movie that's people watching, So I can rhyme on the drop of a dime in the nick of time. Just rhyme. I'm delusional, I think. That's pretty funny. It's pretty good. I kind of want to show you guys how this works. Yeah, it's been a year. Same drama. I'm just going to show you guys. I'm going to do it on my hand, I guess. I don't know. Where's a plug-in? Okay, here's a plug-in. If y'all see my old ranky-dank tattoo, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna show you guys how it works. So you don't need to have any lotion or anything on the part that you're gonna use this on. I'm just gonna do it on my hand. I done my leg earlier, so I'm gonna use this on one leg for the next 8 weeks, and I'm not gonna shave the other leg. It's somewhat of a tramp stamp. It's ridiculous. Yes. So watch. I'll show you guys in a minute. So you turn it on. You turn it up to 6. Wait, how do you turn it up? Oh, there we go. You can go up to 7. I'm just gonna go to 6. Okay, so HR, which is hair removal, they have skin rejuvenation as well. It's one of the lower settings. So I have this on auto, so watch this, you guys. Oh, I'm kind of scared. It doesn't hurt. I just feel like a little heat radiating to it. So I just done my hand, so I will not have any hair on my hand. Not that I really do anyways, but I'm getting this beard tomorrow. It's a hair removal. It's a hair removal, and it's a skin rejuvenating system. So the lower settings is skin rejuvenation. The higher settings is laser hair removal. Laser, IPL, hair removal, top lane. It's laser. So you have to wear the glasses. I don't know how much this is, you guys. The company reached out to me, and when they reached out to me, I went and read about it a little bit, and it had really good reviews. So I was like, listen, send me the product. I'll use it, and I'll give a honest review on it. After they sent it, I wished I would have looked up the price, because I still don't want to like promote something that is expensive. Can't nobody afford nothing right now, you know? Well, I don't need that, because when you get old like me, the hair disappears. Yeah, I'm waiting for that. V-Box for me, Leslie. Girl, no. No. I can't V-Box. I wish I could. That'd be so cool. I for sure need a report now that works on armpit. I'm going to do my armpits later tonight. Miss L, good night, Miss L. I can't wait to use it just on my face. Like, don't know why it happened. It just, top lane. But it's really cool. Like, this is the little, you're kind, you're understanding. Thank you. Okay, CC. Armpit and legs for sure I need it. Yes, I'm going to do this on my everywhere. I'm going to do it everywhere. I'm going to do my whole body. I'm going to do the bottom of my feet, except my hair up here. Eyebrows, eyelashes, and head. Hair staying. I'm going to get my butt cracked. Oh my God. Tiffany, haven't you seen my tattoo? Tiffany, haven't you? I think you've seen my tattoo. It's terrible. Oh my God. I don't even... That's it. Oh, trashy net. It's a stiletto. It was supposed to be like this. It was supposed to be like that. Because I'm girly girl. No, I'm not going to do my eyebrows. I'm going to keep them. Because I'm a girly girl. I'm a girly girl. So I used to wear heels a lot. I used to wear heels all the time. If you don't have hair, do not remove the fudge you have. Oh my God, I like 14 year old boy puberty. Really? Mine doesn't have skin rejuvenation though. I'm glad mine does. I like that. I haven't used it yet as far as that, but I have a bunion, cannot do it. Turtle dove. That's um I have 2 tattoos. Uh but that one was when I was like 18. Um and I used to wear heels a lot. So that song came out. My red high heels. You know that song, My Red High Heels? And I thought I was the shiznat because I used to wear like red, blue, like loud stilettos when it was like the thing to do it. Um, so, Dad's don't dollars because of horrible things. Wait, classy mom, you're going to have to tell me, is this safe to do? If you say so, I need one more finger. Yeah, but Flossie has a lot of tattoos. Sean has 1, 2, 3. Sean has a tattoo here, a tattoo here, and then he has like a sleeve. Yes. Kelly Pickler or Carrie Underwood, one of the two. I think Carrie Underwood, Red High Heel song. And that was like the song, and I used to wear it like, so I got it. Yes, you can watch me walk if you want to. I can't sing it. I can't sing at all, but that was it. He was okay with medical grade laser remover, so it can't be much different. Okay. I have not. Um, well, I thought the whole thing with laser is when you use it and get it off, it's gone for good. Because, I mean, I don't really have anything but like peach fuzz. Like, literally, y'all probably, I mean, you can't see it unless you're like, I don't have a mustache. But I was like, I'll do it just to see. But if it's going to cause me to get a full grown mustache, I'm leave it alone. I'm going to do I keep it, down there like, so it could discolor your skin. What? I don't want to discolor my skin. I did my leg today, just one. But I think I'm going to do like my legs, my tutti frutti, my arms. Well, the mustache, the shoe was supposed to be tiny, like this. Like the red high heel was supposed to be this big, and then I lay there, and I'm like, man, it's kind of taking a while, for this tiny heel. And then I get up and I see this boot on my back that is my size. It's a size 7, and I'm like, he's like, do you like it? I'm like, I love it. Because that's who I am. I couldn't say anything. I was just like, I love it so much. But yeah. And then a couple years later, I went and got another tattoo, different place. I got Sean's name tattooed on me. Yes, 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 I do. You feel like you don't know me anymore? I'm sorry. Oh, Leslie's tuna. I know. I literally was like, I love it. It's exactly what I wanted. Meantime, shaking my head. It's exactly what I wanted. You love it? Wait, you love it? Uh-huh. Hoo-ha. I say hoo-ha too, actually. Brittany, used to call it Brittany all the time. Can't tell if you're supporting or making fun of Leslie to get yourself out of here. At TT, I really can't tell if you're supporting or making fun of Leslie to get yourself out there. No, she's picking. Don't use it on your face. You know your skin's going to react. Use it on your legs and on your arm first. Yes. Yeah. She's picking. This was like me getting my hair done. They stuffed it so much. I was like, thanks so much. It's great. And then literally, that's what happened when I got my hair cut. Like, the lady like cuts my hair and I'm like telling her about my channel. She's like, oh, I'm going to have to watch you. And I hope she doesn't because it was so bad. I want more tattoos. When I went and got my nose piercing, I wanted a tattoo as well. Legs first. Okay. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna have to get off here because I'm so. Does anybody else? Because I'm not gonna be doing any more streams about the drama, or anything like that. So if you have any questions, want me to clear anything up, ask me now, so I can let you guys know what it is. I'm gonna be doing more streams though, hangout streams during the day, just because they're so much fun. Like, who doesn't like hanging out during the day? I do. What kind of tattoo do I want next? I don't know, but I want one. Flossie has a lot. My sister Stephanie, she only has her eyeliner tattooed. She don't have any other tattoos. We can create our own drama. We need new drama. That drama is old and boring. Yes. I don't know. I'm confused about your comments. They don't seem very nice. That's my only observation. TT is very she jokes a lot. That's why, like, if there's things that like are inside jokes between like her and somebody else, or like me and somebody else, she'll like say, like bring it up just like as a joke. Change the shoe into a cowboy boot. I should. May I ask if you and Britters are all right? No need to answer if you're uncomfortable. Yes. I do want to say this. Britters just had a baby. Her baby was born early. And she had to be put back into the hospital. I shouldn't even say that because I don't know if she wants me to, but she had a baby. Her baby is early. And she's going through real life situations. And I know that people are talking about her and bringing her up. And my thing is, like, even if you don't like somebody, when you know they're going through something, why attack them? Why sling them through the mud? Why do that? You shouldn't do that. That's not okay. And so I just don't agree with that. I wish people wouldn't bring Britters up right now. Let her, after having a baby, you run the risk of developing postpartum. So I just feel like people should leave Britters alone and let her, enjoy her new baby. And yes, the feeding tube is off. Let's let her recover and enjoy her baby and not have to worry about. Because the thing is like Britters was being blamed for stuff that whatever. If she did or didn't do, I don't care. I don't care if Britters told me one thing and told somebody else something else. I don't care. She has real life situations going on, and that's what she needs to focus on. I think we've all said things to appease our friends at times when we knew maybe we shouldn't be doing it, just because we were trying to kind of go with the flow, or we didn't want to bother nobody. And I don't think somebody that's going through what Britters is going through right now should be attacked. Good night, Fairy. Yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow, I'm sure. So, are me and AMZ good? I have never had like a relationship with AMZ. Like, I thought we were like cool at one time. But me and her are like two different, completely different people. We've never had like a real like friendship. Early on, before I developed friends with all these other people and like we're actually friends, I thought me and her were like developing a friendship. Like, I helped her with her channel a little bit. I would answer questions for her, tell her how to do things. Um, and then there was like this big falling out, and it was like confusing to me. I wish her well with her channel. I wish her well in everything that she does. I think some people are just not other people's people. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I don't feel like I'm Amzi's type of person. And that's okay. And I don't want to be involved in the drama. So, like, if you have a channel and you have drama, like, me and you can be cool, but don't involve me with it. You know what I'm saying? She's not even online right now. Yeah, so pretty ridiculous, could really hurt someone, especially if you're going through something in real life. Yeah. One thing that I've learned is we've all made mistakes, and we've all done things that we're not proud of, and that we, um, you know, what time is it by you? It is 11:56 by me, and I'm so sleepy. Um, the weird thing, the crazy thing is I don't know if you guys know this, but um, TT only lives like an hour from me. She used to ride by my house in a white van. Just kidding. She didn't. Um, I agree, Nat. I think AMZ may have took some time off, maybe. I live in the South. I live in Louisiana. Leslie is a genuine. Oh, thank you, Shar. I love you guys. Y'all really are such great people, and that's why I do this. Like, I will have a terrible day, but if I can get on here, like, it'll just. I need 80 more likes. We need 80 more likes. Well, we're not going to get 80 more likes, Lindsay, but good shot. We have 183 people watching, and we have 108 likes. So let's see. Look, if you're watching, there's 183 people watching. So let's get it up there. If you want to downvote, hit the downvote. If you want to do a thumbs up, do a thumbs up. Let's see if we can get all 85 something or another. Tell me you hate me. Tell me you love me. Thumbs up, thumbs down, something. Thank you guys. I'm good with your humor. You should check out Kim on Natural Chaos. I have bad luck with Kim's for some reason. I don't know what it is. How I like. Yeah. Waiting for COVID one day to be gone. I know. TT and my comments, opinions aren't either. Such is life. And thank you for understanding. I agree, Shar. I appreciate Leslie. Thank you, guys. I love you, Karina. I even thought about doing this as just as a Patreon stream, because a lot of the people like messaging me, asking me questions were more like my members. Um, and most of my people that follow, like most of like I have 24,000 followers. 99.99% of them don't know who any of these people are that I just talked about. So I actually thought about doing just like a private stream, but then I was like, for the few that aren't my members that do know where I stand, and if this is me telling my friends to go do XYZ, I need to put it out there. Oh, really? Okay, Larry. Thank you. That's not, you're on your husband's thing. I need to look at that though. No shade, Forrest. No shade. Have you ever played a video game? I have. Yes, I have. Um, 3. 133. We have 184 people watching. 184 people watching, and we have 133 thumbs up, thumbs downs, or something. So we're missing some. I don't talk because nobody. Wait, what? I don't talk because nobody talks to me at all. I haven't seen you, Gloria. I just now seen you. What did you think about the games that I played? I have 151 Pokemon. I remember when Pokemon come out like on the phone where you literally could like walk around and like grab like you could go down the street and grab Pokemons. That was really cool. Hi, 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 Gloria. From here on out, I want you guys to know that like I'm going to what was the story behind Matt B? It seemed like you guys were good friends. So the story behind me and Matt B was I come to learn that he was like playing both ends against like he was telling me that he hated Katie, that she was such a bitch, and she was lying about this, and she was doing that, and she was doing this. But then he was telling Katie the same thing. I hate Leslie. I don't like her audience. I don't like this. I don't like that. Blah, 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 you know. And so I tried really hard because it was so crazy because he will make you believe that he's such a good person when you talk to him. Like he makes you really believe that he's a good friend. Like I will never do that to you, LB. I would never do that to you. But then you see screenshots of him doing it, you know, like so it's just stuff such as that. Like and then like he would talk to people and say things like, why do you even like Leslie? She's a piece of crap, while claiming to be my friend, you know? So I've been with Leslie, but she's never said my name or spoke to me, but I still go, Gloria, really? Have you changed your name, Gloria? I try to make sure I say hey to everybody. I like talking to y'all. You're awesome, Leslie. Love your channel. Thank you, Mama Bear. Gloria, I'll try to make sure I see your comments more. Yes. I know, like, unfortunately, I think Matt has this side of him that was what made me feel like he was a good person. But he also has this other side of him that comes out, and it's not. Yes, I will be doing Team Mom. Why even bother talking about someone you talk about behind their back like that? Right. Has Katie had. Somebody asked me today if I had lip injections. I haven't. But yes, I think Katie does. I think she talks about that. I think she talks about getting lip fillers and Botox. But no, I have not. You continue to come out on top, Leslie. Not compare y'all two because you're absolutely no comparison, but it's amazing how you actually pretty much yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Would you ever consider surrogacy, like for someone else, like me carry the baby? I can't, but I would if I could. I actually love being pregnant, but my body does not. I've had preterm problems with every one of my babies. Are you going to do the new 16 and pregnant? I think so. I want to. What do you guys think? Anybody that would marry someone and keep the amount of kids they have a secret isn't a good person. I agree. I agree. Anyone that just says, "Oh, that's not my kid," like what? Are you kidding? We don't even know how many. And I actually believe that. Oh, I want to keep it private. Like I was like, oh, okay, I understand that. But it wasn't that I want to keep it private. He just didn't want to talk about those people, and those people see it, and then come on and tell the truth about him. That's what I think. I love you guys. I'm gonna get off. I'm getting married on Saturday. I thought I should. Oh, well, that's awesome. I hope it's not gonna be raining where you are. Nat B, $5. Be kind to each other. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you know what? You know how Ellen has this whole thing going on where like people have said she's really not nice and all of that. Well, when she come back, her apology actually struck a chord with me. And I'm not saying that um oh, thank you, Julia. I'm not saying that she didn't do the things that she's being accused of. But one of her things is she's known as the be kind person. Like that's her whole thing. It's like, oh, Ellen's the be kind person. Like her whole thing is be kind. She's the nice person. She's like, yes, I'm nice, but I also am human. So I get mad, I get sad, I get aggravated. And I was thinking about how nobody's allowed to talk to Ellen on set. And yes, it seems pretty ridiculous, but I also can almost understand why. Like, if you were this big famous person walking through the building where there's going to be like guests, producers, I imagine everybody wants to stop you and talk to you. Hey, Ellen, how you been? Hey, Ellen, what's going on with this? Hey, Ellen, how's Portia? Hey, Ellen, who's going to be on the show today? So it's almost like, to keep the show going smooth, it's almost like you probably have to have like something like that set in place. Like, hey, we can't always be talking to Ellen. Like, so, I don't know. Like, the thing is like, because that's the thing with me on my channel is, um, I'm accused, like, people say, Leslie's not this goody two shoes like you got. Like, she tries to say, Leslie's not, as nice as she puts out. She's not this sweet, she's not this perfect, sweet girl that she tries to portray. Well, first off, I don't try to portray that. I am who I am, and I just, that's what it is. But I am a nice person. Everybody that knows me knows that. I am very passive, um, but I don't put that on myself. I don't say that I'm a perfect person that's always nice to everybody. Because just like anybody else, I can get mad. And when I get mad, I can be a bitch, you know? Um, but that's what happens when you have this, like, yeah, I know. What a piece of crap I am. So that's what happens though when you have this like reputation of being like the nice person. Well, then if you have a problem with one of your friends and y'all are yelling and screaming at each other on the phone, well, the next thing you know, they're playing where you're yelling and screaming. It's like, see, she's a fake. She's not nice. No, I'm not fake. Um, I'm nice for the most part until you make me mad, you know. What was the best part of being pregnant? Oh, feeling them move inside me. Uh, feeling the baby move inside you is the best thing to me. I don't like how she didn't hire her crew to do streams from home when they had kept her show going for you. Yeah, that's. Leslie is very nice until you cuss at her. True, TT. Or mess with her family. True. You two families get super invested, and just remember Leslie loves us all, and we can always be there for every comment. Yeah, DM, etc. She's actually interacts. I do try to interact a lot. Um, I wish I could interact to everyone all the time, every time I got a message, but y'all, it's a lot, I'm telling you. Come on, it's a creeping. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I think I'm pretty good at judge a character. You're one of the most genuine people. Thank you, Lisa. I love Lisa. I love all you guys. What's crazy is I have Lisa Sims, who has been like a huge supporter of mine. And then there's a Lisa S that always talks crap about me. I know you, Lisa S. My Lisa S is better than you, Lisa S. You have emotions like everyone else. Of course, you aren't sweet and light when... Exactly. I mean, Leslie's a person just like everyone. She is nice, usually too nice. Yeah, that's another thing too, is like, they played a clip of my sister very mad, saying that she would like, that she was so, that she's like, I ain't been this mad since I was 16. I want to beat the hell out of somebody or something. Yeah, that they took a clip of my sister saying that during like an argument. There's like, oh, look at Flossie, like saying this, you know. It sucks that other channels have grown faster than you just because they use people. I mean, that's something that me and Sean talk about a lot. You can buy subs. You can just focus on the drama to gain subs. You can be, you can have no morals, no ethics, and gain your subs that way. But I feel like it's not who I am to do it. And even if it takes me 10 years to get to 50K because I'm being who I am and true to who I am, and I'm going to remain true to like who I am, then that's what I'm going to do, you know? You will get there the right way, girl. Yes, absolutely. And I swear to God, I think one day YouTube will wipe all the bot accounts. I think YouTube will one day get rid. They'll do like a purge of all the accounts that was purchased, and then we're gonna see these big YouTubers drop a lot. So it'll happen one day. Oh, bots have gotten. Let's be clear. Yeah, you will get there exactly. Have my dignity and respect. All right, I'm gonna get off here, you guys. I'm so tired. I watched you since you didn't really know you were going to do your channel. I don't know, you're one of the biggest hearts. Thank you, Jane. What was your baby bump policy? As far as what? Absolutely, Leslie. You are not the type of person that sells your soul or conscious reviews. Not gonna do it. Is anyone from MD? I wish people would move forward. Leave your name, Flossie's. Yes, me too, Shar. Thank you all so much for hopping on tonight. And hopefully I've answered all your questions. Thank you, Cassandra. If I didn't, hit me up, message me, and I'll try to get to it. I don't feel like I did, but hopefully I set the record straight. When you guys see other YouTubers talking about me, if you see my friends in there, no, it's because I let my friends go. Obviously, they're my friends. I'm not letting them to do anything. They're grown. They're going to do what they want. And that's what it is. Is it weird to me? Absolutely. Does it make me feel some type of way? Of course. But all in all, like, people are grown and they can do what they want to do. And don't think that they're there on my account because I'm telling them to be there. It's not what it is. They're there because they want to be there. And that's fine with me. I'm just moving forward from this. I'm cool with so many people that are still, like, intertwined in this thing, but I'm moving forward from all of that, you know. So anyways, I'm gonna hop off. I'm so exhausted, so sleepy. I'll talk to you guys later. On your way out, give this video big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Subscribe, hit the button, because I'll be live again tomorrow. Bye.